bowl, and burner. Alright, so what is this? Combined panko, parmesan. So this is the parmesan. Nothing wrong with discipline. Yeah, nothing wrong with discipline. Sometimes, you know, you gotta learn. It's also super helpful for those of us who don't know how to cook and want to learn. Yeah, right? This could be like your gateway into learning. Learning how to cook, you know? Maybe some of us are not as cultured to have had a role model who taught us how to cook, you know? Or there wasn't home ec class. Actually, you know, there's this video that's trending on TikTok, or not TikTok, on Twitter, and it's of these guys who are like, they're building this some like brick and mortar, like literally like they have brick and mortar and they're putting the brick and mortar together. It's like a class. So this class was teaching these guys how to build this like wall or something like that. And then so they're taking the mud, the mortar, and they're like getting the spatula and they're putting it on the brick, and then they're placing the brick together and they're like lining it up. So this whole class was like teaching this labor class, and I was like, wow, that's really interesting, because I feel like stuff like that. Okay, this is actually an interesting topic that I want to bring up to you guys. So I feel like me as a millennial, and obviously the new media and whatnot. Wait, am I supposed to put this one too? What is this? Panko, Parmesan, paprika, large drizzle of olive oil, and pinch of salt and pepper. Panko, Parmesan. I put the panko and I put the oh, okay, I was about to put the couscous in there. I almost put the couscous in there. I was close. Something told me last second, like, hey, I don't think I'm supposed to put this in there. Drizzle of olive oil, pepper, and salt. Okay. I need olive oil too. Okay, as I was saying, I thought it was interesting watching that, because people were like applauding the fact that these people are learning, and in this day and age, I think it's becoming more popular to like not work, you know, and like how to find ways to make money without working. That's why NFTs are becoming popular. That's why like being an artist is getting more popular. That's why like doing video, and like I'm also largely one of the people, like if you can find a way to make money without working that hard, or like turning your passion into a business, I'm all for that. If you can avoid like doing regular office job works, because you know in the past office job is like, that's very common, and even before office jobs was like manual work, labor, working in the field and whatnot. So seeing that type of like analog work being taught was pretty interesting. I've used stucco instead of going to college. I went to trade school. Yeah, it was a trade school. It was a trade video. I learned about refrigeration, and I'm glad I did that before going to college. Interesting. Isn't couscous some kind of rice? Yeah, right? What happens to music? I mean, art and all that stuff, yeah, all that stuff is still like legitimate work, but I feel like a lot of people are like, they don't want to do, I feel like we're losing a bit of like manual labor, you know what I mean? Because I guess robots and stuff are taking over. So the art of analog working is being lost. I need oil, and I also need a pot of water for the couscous, right? Chicken and carrots roast. Add couscous boiling water until tender. Drain thoroughly. Add olive oil, pepper. Okay. 1 second. So, I have some olive oil. I'm gonna put this inside here. said a tablespoon. I don't know if that's a tablespoon or not. I'm just gonna guess. Robots are gradually taking over service jobs. Yeah, right? They took our jobs! There's no retirement or medical benefits as a content creator. That's true, but I think the idea is like, it's the American dream, right? The American dream is to create your own, make money off of like your own skills or whatever, like become your own boss, live by your own means, instead of becoming like an office worker where you're just like a drone, you know? You're a pawn in the scheme. You want to be the boss. So like whatever that means now. This looks pretty interesting. Ooh, smells good. Not bad. I'm glad I don't require a blender, even though I have a blender, but pulling out the blender and doing all this stuff would have made this even harder. Is that a cereal bowl? It is a cereal bowl. It is kind of a cereal bowl, but it's like a small cereal bowl. It's not. I wouldn't eat cereal out of this, but I mean, I guess if you just want like a side cereal or something like that. Okay. What am I supposed to do? Toss the carrots on the opposite side of the sheet from chicken with a large drizzle of olive oil, salt, and pepper. Okay. Toss. This is a small pan. So we're supposed to actually put this in the oven, but instead of putting it in the oven, I'm gonna put it in the air fryer. Let me get some foil, and we're gonna toss these together. Carrots on the opposite side of the sheet. The chicken with large drizzle of olive oil and. Oh wait, I forgot. I have to do the chicken too. Oh, hold on. Oh, we'll finish this. Mixozilla. Cool. Welcome to the stream, Mixozilla. I hope you're doing well. Thanks for advertising your scam. You will now be removed from the chat room. I tapped out and selling the tradespeople building materials. Do the hard labor for 10 to 12 years, and then once the 401k builds up, start in entrepreneurship. There's lots of workers that don't get 401ks. Okay. What was I supposed to do? I was supposed to pat and dry this chicken. So this is the chicken that it came with. I put it in the freezer, but it's thawed out now, so it's pretty good. Let me dry this off in the kitchen, and I'll pat it down with some stuff. Gross. It's so slimy. It's so gross and slimy. Packaged chicken. Yuck. Okay. What am I supposed to do? Pat chicken dry with paper towel, season all over with salt and pepper. Place on one side a baking sheet. Spread tops of chicken with sour cream, mound with panko mixture. What the hell, man? All right. I was supposed to put the carrots in later. How am I gonna do this? Should I just get another one? I gotta wash this whole, like, I'm dealing with raw chicken. I don't think this is a good idea. How? This is like my workbench over here. Okay. Got chicken cutlet. I dried it a little bit. Ugh. Oh. Okay, okay. No big deal. It's kind of gross. Okay. What am I supposed to do again? I pat it dry, kind of. It's still a little bit gross. I'm gonna put salt and pepper, both sides. I need to wash my hands after this. This is gross. Oh. Sweet, sweet salmonella. Okay. And now, spread the tops of chicken with sour cream. Whoa. Okay. Get the 0-calorie spray oil. It's more efficient for the future. Interesting. I need the scissors. Sour cream going on top. Ooh. The sour cream kind of looks like cottage cheese. Alright, sour cream going on top. Sour cream going on top. So weird. Is this how you're supposed to do it? What? This is weird. I did not expect this. Oh. Okay. And then mound with panko mixture. No need to coat the undersides. Alright. Panko going on top. This is so weird. You don't do the thing where you like dip it into the panko both sides. You know what I mean? And cover it over. This is unexpected. I think there's a little bit more. This seems like a very, very interesting. Like you wouldn't think this is gonna turn out good. I don't know if this will turn out good or not, but we'll see. This is not how I would do it. Excuse me. if I were to even make something like this. Okay. Pack it all up in there. Let's oh my god. Okay. All right, this looks pretty weird. I'll be honest. This looks kind of weird. I'm not sure how this is gonna turn out. This looks... I don't know if this will turn out good or not, but what we're gonna do is we're gonna put this into the air fryer. And I kind of want to cover it because I think the fan is just gonna blow all this stuff everywhere, right? So I'm gonna put this into the air fryer for now. I kind of want to add a little bit more oil. HelloFresh should put YouTube tutorials. Oh yeah, they totally should. That would make this way easier. Maybe this is what the live streaming sponsorship is for. They're gonna like take all the video from all the streamers who are doing this. They're gonna put them together and they're just gonna turn them into like a video tutorial. All right, this is what we got. Oops. This is what we got. I'm gonna put this into the air fryer, which is right here. We're gonna pop this into this air fryer. It says I have to put this in there 15 to 20 minutes. Roast the middle rack until chicken is cooked through the carrots. Cooked through and the carrots are browned and tender 15 to 20 minutes. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna put this in there. How much did it say I'm supposed to heat it to though? 425? Okay. 15 to 20 minutes. Oven temperature and time is a little bit longer than air fryer time. So we're gonna reduce that a little bit. I'm gonna put it to bake. No, not bake. Broil? Not broil. Where's 425 on here? Roast? There's no 425? Is the maximum 400? Okay, fries, and I'm gonna put it in there for like 10 minutes. Okay, hopefully this is good. That's what we're gonna do. Okay, so now that we got that going, we have to cook the couscous. So before I cook the couscous, I'm gonna wash my hands because I still have the, raw chicken on my hands. Let me thoroughly wash my hands really quick. All right. Let's get this guy. Nice, you get to use your air fryer finally. Yeah, I actually use my air fryer like maybe a few times a month, but I don't do it on stream, so you guys don't really get to see it. Oh, I need water, right? I need to put some water in here. So it says here, while chicken and carrots roast, add couscous to boiling water. Excuse me. Cook until tender, 6 to 8 minutes, drain thoroughly. Melt 2 tablespoons of butter in an empty pot over medium heat. Add scallion whites and garlic. Cook until softened 1 minute. Return cooked couscous to pot. Stir fry until coated. Taste the seasoning and salt and pepper. Turn off heat. Okay, so I need some water. I should have got water while I was over there. Amazon needs to enter automotive business, repairs, and gas. Walmart Inc. have too much power. What? John, you live by yourself? I do. I live by myself. Only me. Only moi. Why do you ask? Okay. While this is gonna boil, I'm gonna bring this to a boil, and then we're gonna cook the couscous. I gotta boil the couscous first. I also gotta get butter, and I have the garlic already. So let me grab the. I can't believe it's not butter. And Okay. Yo, suspicious user, EvoX no. How's the rent in LA, bro? I'm moving to LA. Rent is pretty expensive here. Just curious. Okay, while this is boiling, I'm gonna shout out again. Use code POGSE3212 for HelloFresh. Shout outs to HelloFresh for sponsoring this this segment of my stream. Use my code POGSE3212 for free shipping on your first order. Also, up to... Damn, I forgot the whole thing. It was up to 16 free packages and 3 gifts for your order. There we go. Something like that. Please use it if you guys are interested in HelloFresh. Thanks again, HelloFresh, for sponsoring this. And also, I get a little bit of kickback if you guys order through my coupon code. So that'll really help me with doing some streams later on. Tea time, what's up? I'm so hungry. Please send me food. No money. Well, I need money. Unfortunately. Are you sponsored? Yes, this section of this stream is sponsored by HelloFresh. Does it cost money? Of course it costs money. But you get a big discount. And you get some free stuff too. Alright, here's the couscous going in. Couscous. Cousy. Yo, Joe Alvarez, what's up? The code is a little blurry. You can do, if you can't see the code, do exclamation HelloFresh, or there's also a link in my panels on my channel down below. So you can go to either of those. And it's POG, P-O-G-S-E 3212. Orbeez? Yeah, they kind of look like Orbeez. How am I gonna mix this? Okay, I guess I can use this. There it is. What about the stove? What about the stove? I'm scared to use a propane tank. I mean, what do you want me to do about that? Beauty by Gloria, what's up? Wow, we cooking on stream, yeah. Yeah, we're cooking on stream. This stream is sponsored by HelloFresh. We are actually attempting to make this garlic parmesan chicken plate. I don't have any scallions, so it doesn't look as good, but maybe it'll be okay for later. Damn, look at all that. How do I know when couscous is done? I've actually never really cooked couscous. I assume it's like rice, right? Turn it down a little bit. So after this, I have to drain the water, and then something about, I need to basically stir fry the garlic with butter, and then add the couscous back in. It looks yummy. Yo, Slept on Poet, what's up? Anyways, how are you guys doing? While we're cooking this, you know, we don't necessarily have to talk about the cooking. We can talk about whatever you guys want. So I want to let you guys know that the first couple hours of this stream is going to be sponsored by HelloFresh as I cook, and we're going to... Hopefully this process only takes maybe about an hour to cook this whole thing. Right now there's 5 minutes left on the air fryer. I'm probably going to put it in for a little bit longer. We'll see how long it is. In the second hour, we're going to do a mukbang where we'll eat this. And then that's the sponsored segment of the stream. In the third hour, I'm going to do some unboxings for you guys. So there you go. Dying of allergies. Yeah. Joe Alvarez, I want to go to church. Then good for you. Go. Find the church and go and pray. If you're scared, go to church. Alright, I'm not really sure how long I'm supposed to cook this for. Is there like an indication of when couscous is finished? I have to drain this out. So when this is done, I'm gonna bring this to the kitchen and pour out the water. I use Krug machine plus cup of noodles, already eating in 4 seconds, beats microwave. Oh. Are you still doing Buddhism? I never started doing Buddhism. I just said I was interested in doing it, but I never intended to do it. I was just interested. It says 6 to 8 minutes for couscous. What's up, Darth Vader? It looks like the heat is going down a little bit. How does this look? Let me know when the couscous is done, chat. When do you guys think it's done? 6 to 8 minutes? I reckon I could wait a little bit longer for the food to cook once, because this has a timer of like 3 more minutes. And I reckon it's been in there for maybe like 3 minutes already, so maybe it could be done in a bit. The water is kind of simmering down. Orbeez. I just ordered my HelloFresh. Dang, nice. Did you use my code? I don't believe you. Otherwise, I would have gotten the thing. Not and DM. Just follow. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Looks good. Nice. Oh, you know what? I want to change the color of my stream, of my my lights and stuff. I forgot about doing that. Let's do that while we're waiting for this. What type of lighting should we do? How about... I'm wearing a yellow shirt, so let's make a green background. Or maybe should I match this purple and blue? That's actually not too bad. Let's do that. Hue. Let's match this while we're waiting. LifeX. So we're gonna turn all these on. They should all turn green, right? It's hard to see. Turn off these lights. There it is. And then we'll make the background lights brighter. We're gonna turn them to kind of like a purple to kind of match that. And then, damn, now I'm like wearing Lakers colors. And then I'll turn on some practicals and make them blue. There's one. Maybe this might be kind of cool too. How's that? That looks kind of cool, right? Oh! Is the couscous done? It looks kind of... They look wet. They look kind of wet. Maybe I'll let it go for a little bit more. I thought you were my neighbor from Covina High School. No, I'm originally from San Francisco. I didn't go to school in Covina. Although I do... Actually, no. I have friends who were in that district. They didn't go to Covina High School, but... actually, were they in the district? I don't know. Yo, Sputnik Plop, what's up? How's it going? Did you start going to the runners club again? I saw on your Insta. Yeah. So yesterday, yesterday was Monday. I got off work, and then I was getting ready to run, and it was around 6 o'clock, and I remembered that I was like, I should run before it gets dark. And then I remembered that the Koreatown Run Club. So in my area, I live in Koreatown. In my area, there's a run club, and they run when was it? I forgot what the days. Is it Wednesdays? Wednesdays and Mondays or something like that? Anyways, I forgot. They at least run Mondays. So it's been a long time since I joined the run club. So I decided to run, and I ran, apparently, I thought I only ran 3 miles, but my Nike Plus running app said I ran 5 miles. I thought I was only doing 3 miles, and it said I ran 5 miles at 8 minutes, which I don't think is true. I feel like that's not true, but that's like the fastest I've ever ran, if that's true. I was running pretty slow. Where do you run? K-Town is kind of boring. I mean, yeah, I run in Koreatown, but it's not really about it being like a nice run. It's just about running. Yo, Fatsu, what's up? The package I got, the food was wrapped together into 2 packs. I thought it was it and put it into the fridge. Next morning I realized the meat was still in the bag. The meat was separate from the other package. They put the meat next to the ice in the box. So they separate it from the thing. Did you throw away the box though? I hope you didn't throw away the box. Alright, sweet. Yo, Princess Drumflake, what's up? Yo, Rec, show us your titties. Oh, damn, I shouldn't have said that. This is a sponsored section. Sorry, hey, I didn't mean to say that. I didn't mean to read that. Hey, this is a sponsored stream. Oh. I slipped. Edit that part out. This is a sponsored stream. Welcome, everyone. What's up, Rec? This is a stream sponsored by HelloFresh. Shout out to HelloFresh. If you guys are interested in HelloFresh, I have a coupon code POGSE3212 for free shipping, a huge discount on your order, as well as up to 16 free meals, together with 3 free gifts in your first 6 boxes. Anyways, what's up, Breck? Congrats on sponsored stream, John. You a legend. Thank you. You too. I feel like you can get this sponsorship too, Rec, if you wanted. I feel like this would be up your alley. Doing a sponsored stream by HelloFresh. AK sponsorship down the drain. I'm going to order right now because of this stream. I'm too vulgar. I am a brand risk. I see. I see. What was I gonna do? I have to take this stuff out. Alright, I'm gonna take this out. Put this over here. This is the couscous. And then what we're gonna do now is we're gonna heat up. We're gonna stir fry some garlic and then add the couscous back to make a kind of like a fried rice, both couscous. So actually what we're making right now is a Parmesan chicken. I'm learning how to do this. What's up, Rec? Hey, I saw Rec over the... Two things with Rec. I would watch this streamer last night, and she was like... Oh, was it last night or earlier today? And she was like, John... I followed her. It was a new streamer that I haven't seen before. She's like some girl from Canada, and she's in New York right now. I forgot what her name was. And then I followed her, because I saw her. She was IRL streaming. And then it said my name, like, thank you for the follow, John SF. She was like, John SF? I know that guy. I know you. You were on Rex Dizzy's stream, and you know Rec. And I was like, yeah, I know Rec. And then I was like, all right, later. Have a good stream. Forgot who that was, though. Oh, let me show you guys. All right, let me, did I get everything out? So that was the first thing about Rec. The second thing about Rec is, oh yeah, I told her in the stream, like, oh yeah, I know Rec. I saw him a couple days ago at a club in Hollywood. So over the weekend, I can tell you guys a story. Let me tell you guys a story. Let me set up this butter and couscous situation. Hold on. Turn that back on. We need a teaspoon of butter. Big cocoa buns? No, she was a new streamer. I forgot what her name was, but she's like, she only had like 20 people watching her. Yo, Kim23LA gifted Rex Dizzy a subscription. Thank you so much for the subscription. Kim23LA. Sorry, there's no alerts because of this sponsored stream. But I very much appreciate it. Alright. I was drunk and had to leave. Sorry, we couldn't make it out to the center floor when DJ Soda beat drop. We originally planned. No, it's okay. Okay, let me tell you the story. Hold on. Let me show you guys the food. So I'm gonna take out. This is it from the air fryer. Roasted carrots and Parmesan chicken. I don't think it's ready yet, so I'm gonna put it back in. It looks pretty good. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add a little bit more oil. And I'm gonna add some pepper. And then let me continue with the story. When are you gonna take us to the club, John? I'm never gonna stream at a club. If you guys come here and there's a club situation, then, you know, that will be when I take you to the stream. But I'm never gonna do a club stream. Let's see. I'll put it in there for like 8 more minutes. Okay. I need to fry this garlic. And let me tell you about the story. Okay, so this weekend, some of you guys might know, we met up with Okawari TV. Okawari TV is a streamer based out of Japan, but he was here over the weekend, right? And apparently he went to school with... He's visiting, because he's originally from the Bay Area, right? San Jose is where he's originally from. So I hung out with him, and he does this thing where he was meeting up some people, and apparently he knows someone who works at the club that we went to. So the club we went to was Academy LA in Hollywood. And over the weekend, DJ Soda, which is like a Korean DJ, was DJing there. And so the Okawari TV, he set up this thing where we could go to the club because apparently someone, his fraternity brother or whoever, someone he went to college with, they worked there, and so they got him in for free. And I thought I could get in for free too, because Okawari TV was like, you can get in for free if you come with us. And I was like, all right, I'm down. So he invited me to go, and when we actually got there, it wasn't free, it was just discounted, so I had to pay like 30 bucks. But then when I was waiting in line for Okawari TV and all those other guys to get there, I saw Rex Dizzy in the line, and they were getting a table with Dumbfounded and some other people. And then so when I was waiting, I was like, when I was waiting with Okawari TV, I was like, hey, I saw one of my friends, Rex Dizzy. He just went in and they got a table. And then so he was like, oh, well, if you tell them that your friends have a table, you can probably just get him for free. And then so I was like, oh, how do I do that? And then the guy that was working there was like, yeah, what's their table? And I was like, I don't know what their table is. I was like, go text them. And I was like, Rec, what table is it? And then he took so long to reply. And then he was like, finally, he was like, oh, I don't know the table. We're just behind the DJ. And I was like, they don't know the table. Oh! Hold on. That's so embarrassing when that happens. Dude, my garlic is all fucking burnt. Oh no. Alright, okay, let me get another try at this garlic. I'm sorry. I messed up the garlic. I didn't mean to say that too. I messed up the garlic. I gotta redo this. Second try. Hey Tony, what's up? Damn it. I messed up the garlic. Yo, Kin23LA with a gifted sub to Tony K Films, what's up? Thank you for the gifted sub to Tony K Films. Damn. Also, I ain't have no pull. I wasn't paying for that bottle. LOL. My dual backpack finally came today. Oh, nice! Hey, I'm gonna do an unboxing. Yeah, mine came today too. After the end of the stream, I'm gonna do an unboxing of my new stuff, and I'll show you guys later. But I kind of ruined this garlic. It's all burnt. I think I gotta get more garlic. Give me a sec. I ruined it. Hold up. Bring all this stuff back. Hey, Kim23LA, thanks again for the gifted sub to Rex Dizzy. I appreciate it. Okay, hold on. Let me toss this, and I'm gonna second round this garlic. All right. Round 2. My bad. Round 2. John versus garlic, round 2. I messed it up. It's 1-0 right now. But I think I could come out a winner. I've done my fair share of Let's Sneak John in missions. Me too. I've also snuck Rek into some missions. To be fair. Alright, what I'm doing right now is we want to stir fry this garlic, and this is being more of a pain. Yeah, there's the code, HelloFresh. Exclamation HelloFresh. I think I missed some of the chat because I was panicking over the garlic, but thanks HelloFresh for being a sponsor of today's stream. If you guys are interested in buying some of this, please use my coupon code. Not only are you getting a good deal on some HelloFresh, you're also supporting a streamer like myself who is terrible at cooking. Alright, round 2. I got the can't believe it's not butter. Margarine. Melt that in there. Look at all that smoke. Margarine has low smoke point. Alright, sweet. Now, toss in the garlic. I dropped one. Alright, that's way better. Not burnt. Okay. And now we're gonna put back in the couscous. Woo! So we're gonna get this stir-fried couscous with the garlic. It's gonna be good. I don't even know how many meals they're sending me. So I bought 2 per week, and I got so this is my second package that came in. But I didn't choose the meals this time. I let it choose for me. Mainly because I forgot. So, this is my second one. It's the chicken parmesan with couscous. And I need to sneeze. Excuse me. Which ones did you get? I chose these 2. So, this one is the crispy parmesan chicken. That's what it's supposed to look like. This is what it's looking like right now. And this one I also got the melty Monterey Jack burgers. And it's in the freezer right now, so probably I'm a little nervous because a lot of I put all this stuff in the freezer too, and it didn't turn out very good. I feel like the carrots kind of got a little bit messed up, and for sure the scallions are not good. So don't put it in the freezer like I did. You kind of gotta cook it pretty quickly. I feel like they don't give you enough couscous though. Oil, garlic, rice in the order. Yeah. Oh, am I supposed to put the lemon zest? What am I supposed to put the lemon zest? Once the carrots are done roasting, carefully toss with lemon zest and squeeze lemon juice to taste. Okay. Let me add some salt and pepper to this. And this one should be done. It's HelloFresh, not HelloFrozen. Yeah. They should make a HelloFrozen. But I mean, I can't do these streams like right when I get them, you know? So I had to freeze it. I have like a fixed streaming schedule. Does HelloFresh ship to Hawaii? It says it's US only. So for those of you who are watching outside the US, I'm sorry that you guys can't participate in the HelloFresh. But I think for those that are in Hawaii, I believe Hawaii, you know, is technically US, so maybe. I'm not 100% sure on that. Doesn't say anything about Hawaii. Let me clean this up. And then the other food's almost done. Alright. So we have 2 more seconds left. Nice. Alright, the big reveal of the chicken parmesan. Let's go. Chicken parmesan. Ooh. Ooh la la. This is what it looks like. Yo. Whoops. Whoa. Look at that. Huh. I hope it's cooked. Carrots look pretty good. Charred a little bit. Roasted. It says here I'm supposed to toss it with the lemon zest. I don't eat enough roasted vegetables. Okay, let's see. I'm going to put the chicken. So this is the chicken parmesan. Pop that on there. We're gonna plate this bad boy. Oh, you can't see because of my camera. Roasted veggies, air fried. Oh, you can't see it all. There it is. Yo. I'm gonna drizzle some of the oils from the meat. You. Look at that. Looking good. And it said use some of the lemon zest and quarter lemon juice. Lemon it up. Ho ho ho! Sacre bleu. Okay. And finally, the couscous. HelloFresh. Look at that. Let me take all this stuff off the table. Ooh la la. Look at that. Yikes. Okay. Here we go. Shit, look at that. I made this myself. I need to get a knife and a fork. Give me a second. Oh, nice, dude. All right, say what you will. Say what you will about the efficiency of HelloFresh, but there is a nice feeling of that, you know, you cook it yourself, right? You get the satisfaction of yourself, you know, making it and cooking it and all that. So here we go. Again, I want to give a shout out to my sponsor, HelloFresh. Use code POGSE3212 for a discount, free shipping on your first order, and up to 16 free meals together with 3 gifts on your first 16 meals or whatever. First 6 meals. Check it out. Wow. It doesn't focus because it's like it's on my face. Facial tracking. Is it focusing? There it is. Wow. All right. Cheers. Oh, wait. Look at the meat. Look at the chicken. Hey. It looks like fish. Ooh. Cheers. Mmm. Mmm. Mm. Hey, it's not bad. It tastes very healthy. But there's flavor in here. By the way, this is nondescript mango flavored tea beverage. Not bad. It tastes very healthy. The chicken, I think, I feel like the way that I cooked it, it's not like, it's kind of like just if you were to get a frozen chicken breast, which is basically what I got. This is a frozen chicken cutlet, and it doesn't have the like tenderness. Also, doesn't have the cooked texture of it. It was just like an air fried thing. The chicken itself could have been better. I feel like had I maybe sautéed it. The chicken itself doesn't have a lot of flavor, but the toppings with the paprika and the parmesan and all the other stuff, it makes for a really interesting, like, crispy texture, and it's pretty good. The panko, I like the covering, basically, is what I'm saying. I don't want to say the chicken is dry, but it's not juicy, and there's a little bit of cream in there, which is not bad. The carrots are pretty good because they're just like fresh carrots and they're roasted, and I put a little bit of lemon on it, so they're very fresh tasting. I'm gonna put some more lemon on it, and the couscous is not bad. Garlicky fried couscous. Mmm. I just feel like the way to cook the chicken, whoops. I feel like the way to cook the chicken according to the way it was described is not the right way. But also I air fried it too. So I air fried it in like a foil tin and I wrapped it. So maybe that also kind of played a role. Maybe if I did it like step by step and put it in the oven, it might have been cooked more fully. I'm not sure. So that's probably my bad. But I feel like I should have sauteed it a little bit before putting it in the air fryer. That way I get the texture of it being cooked. And then air fried it. But the air fried vegetables was a good play. Did you air fry the chicken? Yeah, I did. Air fried. It's pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, it's good. It's good for a meal that I cooked myself. And honestly, the fact that I froze the carrots, it gives it this interesting texture too, because it has like a, like if you were to just roast dry carrots, right? It would just kind of be like hard carrots and kind of dry. But the fact is that I froze them, so on the inside it had the locked in moisture of the frozen liquid, the frozen water or whatever that's inside of the carrot, and then I air fried it. So on the inside it kind of like steamed it from the inside out. So now it's like kind of soft on the inside. It feels like it's cooked. That was a pretty good idea. Yeah. And it has a charredness. Well, the ones that are on top, they're charred a little bit. So that's pretty good. How did you season with 2 E's? 5C Shrimp just followed. Thank you for the follow. Olive oil, salt, pepper, and lemon. Lemon juice. Maybe I should have put like one of the lemons in while I cooked it too. I could have used like a quarter of the lemon and just put it in the oven together. Oh, I should have took a picture of this. Excuse me. Hey, yo, someone bought. Was that Evo X Snow? I have 4 on here. I didn't get the alert. Someone bought. Maybe it's because I didn't see it in the chat, and also there wasn't a sound for whatever reason. There should be a sound on here. Somebody bought. I have 4. Chat, I'm trying to get 50. Thank you. Whoever bought. Is there a way that I could see who bought? Is there like a... Oh yeah, Princess Dronefake also cheered 100 bits. Sorry guys, I don't have the alerts because of this sponsored stream. I don't want to have any like weird inappropriate sounds, but this thing should have alerts. I don't know why it's not playing it. Excuse me. It makes sounds like booting. You know? Is there a way that I could get the alerts out here? My overlays. HelloFresh alerts. Copy URL. Can I get this in here? Browser source. Browser. Oh. Oops. No! Copy. Paste. There we go. Alright. So now I have the alerts. There should be a sound that plays, I think. Let's try it. Jinwoo live with the raid. There's the alert. Right? Is there a sound? There's no alert? Yo, Jinwoo live. Maybe there's no sound. Oh, there's the alert up there. It's not supposed to show though. There's supposed to be a sound too. There's no sound. Jin, welcome to the stream. Thanks for the raid. Princess Drumflake, thanks for the 100 bits. Kim23LA, thanks again for the gifted sub to Tony K Films and Rex Dizzy. Thanks for the follow, Joe Dapo. Thanks again for the resub. And also thanks whoever bought into HelloFresh. Welcome everyone from Jin's stream. My name is John. I'm an IRL streamer based out of Los Angeles, California. Right now, this is a sponsored stream by HelloFresh. I have cooked and prepared this chicken parmesan with couscous and roasted carrots. I made this all from a package from HelloFresh. If you guys are interested in HelloFresh, you can use my coupon code, or there's a link down below in the chat room as well as the panel. Use POGSE3212 for big discount, free shipping on your first order, up to 16 free boxes, and 3 gifts on your first 6 boxes. Thanks again, Jin, for the raid. I gotta cruise home. Peace, John. I hope you had a good stream, Jin. Have a good one. HelloFresh helped save my marriage. Again, HelloFresh is a good way to good, easy way to get delicious, healthy, and affordable food to your door every week. And also I get a little bit of kickback from HelloFresh too. So you're also sponsoring me if you use my code. Yo, doggone, it's DJ, what's up? Did I turn the channel to QVC? I feel like QVC, like internet shopping, it's not there yet, but I feel like that's what is gonna turn, like, streaming is gonna basically turn into QVC, like internet shopping. That's the future of live stream, and I'm here for it. What is a John SF redeem emote? That's exactly what you see. Hey yo! Boot Tart 12 follow, thank you for the follow. They do have streaming like QVC, it's called Amazon Live. Yeah. They also have, there's also a Facebook one too. Like if you go to the Facebook marketplace, they have live streaming too. You can call me Boot. Boot Boot. Anyways, what's up chat? Welcome to the stream. We're eating this garlic parmesan that I just cooked from HelloFresh. How long did it take me to cook that? What's my uptime? Curious. 1 hour and 47 minutes. Nice. Pretty good timing on this. Mmm. Mmm. The John SF redeem emote is basically nothing. It's just a blank emote, and it's the reason why it's a blank emote is because of the you know the like the points that you get, the channel points. So I don't really have any redeemable channel points from my stream because I don't really like channel points. So I basically turned it off. I mean, it's still there, but you can't really redeem anything of value. Like there's no, oh, remind me to hydrate or like posture check, because I don't like channel points. So I made that redeem emote so that you can redeem it, but the redeem is nothing. That's what that emote is for. This is no interactivity outside of normal chat. Yeah. I just think that channel points are kind of cringy. Like, oh yeah, let me drink some water. Oh yeah, thanks. Let me straighten my back out. Anyways, what's up, chat? I hope you guys are doing well. This dinner is actually pretty decent for dinner that I cook myself. I would say that I would not order this in a restaurant, but if I were to get this from like a pre-prepared meal from the market, yeah, not bad. If my company was catering these meals from some catering company, I wouldn't be mad. Not bad. $205,000? Damn. 420 channel reward point? I don't believe there's a 420 channel reward point, right? There's only nothing and more expensive nothing, as far as I know. There is? Oh, what? Is it really? What is it? Oh, more expensive nothing is 420K? Oh, okay. Yeah, I just remembered there's nothing and more expensive nothing. How much you save if this was takeout? I don't know if you really save anything. Because the 2 meals cost me about $25. So I think it's relative. Maybe the portion size is pretty big because actually this serves 2 people. This is supposedly for, you know, for 2 people, which I do think it's kind of a lot. So it's good enough for me. I could finish this, but so I guess if you look at it that way, you're paying for 2 people's meals. So 25, and you get 2 each, so that's 4. 25 divided by 4, that's like
what, $8 each. So it's pretty cheap. Like if you were to get a full meal for $8, relatively cheap, right? I mean, not cheap, but like it's comparable to getting takeout. Have we ever seen the more expensive nothing? Nice. What's up, Koo?
And Quimby, what's up? A full pack of chicken breast is like $10. I think the benefit of HelloFresh is that it kind of teaches you about dishes that you wouldn't have known about, and like it allows you to. It like makes the decision for you basically. So if you don't know what to eat, then they already gave you the food. So it helps decide for you. Because you know, if I cook by myself at home, I'll just cook like something easy, like curry, you know? Something super easy, one pot, minimal preparation, minimal cleaning. That's like all I want. You know what I mean? So maybe they're organic though. Maybe. I don't know if this is organic. But it's pretty decent. I think there is some value here. Also, I feel like the food also depends on how good you are as a person at cooking. So if you're just judging this from like a strictly food perspective, then yeah, you can think about it. But I think another part is the considering this from the experience that you're getting. If you think cooking is in itself an experience, like you want to cook, then I think you get value out of it. But if you don't like cooking, then it's gonna be hard to justify. What is goose goose? I don't know. Anyways, it's good though. I mean, I'll give it up. I feel proud of myself that I cooked this. Much better than I expected. Like sometimes you don't think you can make something cool. You know? Something actually decent. Not bad. Do you enjoy cooking, John? Could you cook without HelloFresh a bit more complex dish? I probably could. But I don't like the preparation and I don't like the cleaning. So I think HelloFresh kind of helps with the preparation, like going grocery shopping for the food and the ingredients. I wish HelloFresh helped with the cleaning. If they made a HelloFresh that was like easy mode HelloFresh, like all one pot recipes, very minimal preparation and cleaning, it's all already chopped for you, you know? All you have to do is just put it into a pot over a stove, mix it all together, and then you just eat it. That would be like amazing, you know? They need HelloFresh easy mode. What would you rate the meal out of 10? Maybe like a 5? 5 out of 10? I guess it's a 5. 5 or a 6, maybe? Keeping in mind that I'm the one that cook it. HelloFresh is already easy mode? I guess it's relatively easy, but it's not easy enough. You know? You're still preparing stuff and you're using multiple cooking pots and pans. There's a lot of steps to it.
I wish there was a HelloFresh option where I just need to put it in the air fryer. Yeah, dude, that's what I'm saying. Like, if this was already prepared, it's like packaged. All you gotta do is like open it up, take it out of the package, put it in the air fryer, and it's done. Dude. That's the real HelloFresh. But then I guess it wouldn't be as fresh. I don't know. I don't know how that would work. We can learn slow cooking recipes. Just throw it into the pot, but it's like 6 to 8 hours cooking. Yikes. You have to get used to reading their recipe cards. That's true. I'm normally pretty good when it comes to following directions, but something about the way the HelloFresh cards are, it's kind of like you don't read it well the first time. I don't know why it's like that. Yeah, it's impossible to do that without chemicals. It wouldn't be fresh, right? Microwave dinner type meals. Maybe not microwave dinner, but like air fryer dinners, you know? They should make those. But anyways, it's pretty good. I'll give it up. It's pretty good. I hope that I have one more meal, which is the burgers. I'll probably cook that tomorrow off stream. I'll let you guys know how it goes. Hopefully it's okay. Alright, we're almost done with this meal. I'm not looking forward to cleaning this whole thing up, though. That's what I don't want to do. I think this is also kind of reasonable if you are not living alone and you live with like one other person and you're cooking for them too. This is also pretty good. I think partially the reason why I don't cook is because it's just so much easier just to eat for yourself, you know? And like in this situation where I had the food, I had to find the time that I had to I need to find time to dedicate in order to cook the food. So that's why I put it in my freezer for a few days, because I was feeling like I couldn't schedule the right time to cook this. So I had to wait all the way from when I received it, which was like last Wednesday, up until today in order to cook it. But if you are like a regular person that cooks, then it's probably not an issue for you. Are there vegan options? I heard there are. I think there are, yeah. Do you own a slow cooker? I don't. I'm not sure if I'm right, but I think it's amazing for people that have zero time literally and want to be healthy. And the meal looks like 7+ out of 10. I think the real thing is like, if you are by yourself and you are making your own food, you want to do meal prep, right? So you should get like a large pack and just cook like the same thing over and over again. And then you prepare it over 1 week. That way you can just eat it. That's how like most healthy people do, right? So this is like only, they only give you 2 meals and each meal feeds 2 people per week. So I mean, unless you portion that out, you can eat 4 times a week. Like you can have 4 meals per 1 week, which is like not enough, obviously. And that's like the lowest amount that you can get.
which is the one that I got. But if I was like more dedicated to eating healthy, then I would just do one day where I just cook 1 week's worth of food, right? Slow cookers are pretty nice. Get a cheap, thick cut pork shoulder. Nice. 4 meals is how much? 4 meals is about, I don't know how much 4 meals is, but I got 2 meals, and 2 meals is $24, but it feeds 2 people, so it's kind of like 4 meals, but 2 meals, $24. Yeah. You got the 4 meal option? Oh, damn. I want to say that's like $30 or $40 if you get the 4 meal option. 30 something. Anyway, it's pretty good. Pretty good. I'll give it up. Pretty good. Thank you, HelloFresh, for this delicious, convenient, affordable way to have dinner. Very much appreciate it, HelloFresh. Thank you again for the sponsorship. I appreciate it. Cheers. The 4 meal option with John's code total was $35.92. There you go. 35 bucks. So it's like less than $10 per meal. I think if you get the 2 meal option, it's like 24, so it comes out to about $12 per meal. So you're saving that much more per meal. And also you get like, the more you order HelloFresh too, the longer your subscription is. You get free meals and stuff. So down the line, it'll start being more value. All right, as I'm cleaning this up, I just want to do one more shout out to HelloFresh for sponsoring this stream. Guys, if you are looking for a affordable, convenient, healthy way to eat a delicious meal, go to hellofresh.com. The link is down below in the chat, as well as there's a panel. And when you sign up, you can use my code POG SE3212 for up to 16 free meals, free shipping on your first order, and 3 free gifts, which is like a dessert or something. So there you go. Thanks HelloFresh for the sponsorship. The rest of the stream is going to be an unsponsored segment, so if there's a person who's like watching my stream that's vetting this program and my participation in the sponsorship, you can just count the first 2 hours. the third hour is non-sponsored. Did you do your taxes already, John? No, I haven't put a dent in it yet. I like got some of my tax documents together, but I haven't started yet. All right, let me clean up my table really quick as I get ready for our regularly scheduled programming. So I'm gonna clean this up, and then we're gonna do some unboxings and just chatting. I have some unboxings for you guys, but first I need to take all this stuff out. And if you guys want anything to talk about, we can do so. Let me clean this up. Bring this to the kitchen. Did you guys do your taxes yet? There's like 1 week left of taxes, right? It's due next Monday. So I'm probably gonna try to start it tomorrow, and hopefully I could finish it by Friday. And if worst comes to worst, then I will file for an extension. But I really should get on it. I just got a few of the documents together in order to do it. I need to grab all my 1099s and my W-2s and stuff. I was finishing mine up halfway done too much data entry. Are you doing like a lot of complicated taxes, or are you doing your taxes yourself? I'm doing TurboTax just because it's easy. Oh, like Fatsi, you have a CPA, right? I reckon getting a CPA is pretty good because I can avoid getting audited. Tax fraud. Okay, let me pull this stuff up. I don't use a CPA anymore. I trade stocks, so I entered all of my trades for the year. Let's see. I'm almost done. These. Let me get a drink too. Messy, messy, messy. Messy, messy, messy. Whoa. Oof. It's cold in here. It's cold in here now. All right. What are you guys talking about? What's up, Stealth Pulse? Oh, let me take off this thing too. There we go. Oops. What the? Oh my god, what did I do? Oh no! Ah! I pressed the wrong button. Crap. Shoot. Damn it. I closed it on accident. Man. was all set up, and I accidentally pressed the... There it is. Stream elements. I gotta bring this up. Ah, I had it. I accidentally closed it. Can I do like open, close tabs or something? Hold up. How do I do that? Why can't I do this? I can't right click? Does it not? Oh, dude, forget it. Forget it. I accidentally closed it. Now I have to bring it back up again. I have to sneeze. Huh? I use free text USA. Dude, this is so slow. Okay. I forgot about this. Open that up, and then I need to do streaming tools, overlays, and then I need vertical event. Not vertical event, vertical. Copy URL or edit. This is how I get the chat up, by the way. If you're curious, I made an overlay in Stream Elements that just has the chat up, as if you were to put it onto your screen, like any normal streamer would do. But I like having this analog kind of like screen here. Paste and go. All right. Now it should work. I was already at this step and then I closed it. Alright, there it is. And then now we got a full screen. Oh my god. Cancel. There we go. I did it. Crazy Ton is raiding with a party of 5. Whoa. Crazy Tone, thanks for the raid. Welcome to my stream. Happy AZN. What's up? Welcome. Everyone from Crazy Ton's stream. Welcome. Thanks for the raid. All right, does this work? Hey, chat, check this out. So, since Crazy Ton raided, I think I didn't have this set up. I need my alerts and stuff. Oops. Oh, it's updating. Okay, I'll do it later. Welcome everyone from Crazy Ton stream. My name is John. I'm an IRL streamer based out of Los Angeles, California. Crazy Ton, I hope you had a good stream. This is for you. Cheers. We just had a sponsored... Oh, I should change the title of my stream too. Let me change the title of my stream. Unboxings. I know everyone was talking about taxes. And then we're gonna change this to, whoa, that was weird. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I'm getting hacked. I had some weird distortion going on. Let me get the alerts back up. There we go. There's the sound. Now we have our alerts back. Let me catch up with the stream. Talking about doing some kind of tax wealth. Can I claim chat as my dependents? Freaking K. Some people use bits to money launder. Wind knocked out my cable for 3 hours. I just got it back. Dude, last night and today was super windy. I don't know where you guys live, but I live in Southern California, LA. And there was like crazy ass winds last night. I could just hear it in my bed. Just like... and all this stuff like, you know, all the sounds and stuff of the wind blowing around. It was crazy. Okay, so I set this thing up that this thing works, and let's see if it'll work. Okay, we need the raid alert, and let me try to redo that. So we got a raid. Check this out. Crazy Ton, thanks for the raid. Crazy Ton, thanks for the raid. Where's the alert? Why is it working? What the? Where's my alerts? Oh, there we go. All right, that's a little bit wild. I need to set this up. So I made it so that when alerts come through, then all of these lights go crazy. But I need to change it so it doesn't like just go wild. You know. There should be like a sound too. Oh, I know why. It's because Crazy Ton's number was too low. I think the minimum to make it do anything is a 8-person raid. That's the reason. Okay, how about the resub? How about the sub? There it is. There we go. So every time something happens, my lights go crazy.
KIM23 Lar gifted a tier 1 sub to Tony K Films.
There you go.
They have given 7 gift subs in the channel.
Thanks again, Crazy Ton, for the raid. Appreciate it. Cheers to you, man. This is for you. Oh man, look at that pour. Gross. Where did you get the lighting system? I mean, I just use smart lights with my my Hue system, and then you connect it to a program called Lumia Stream. But now it like changed my colors. I have to figure out how to use it. I've subscribed to this program for Lumia Stream for like since last year. Maybe like a year I've been subscribed to it, but I've only used it maybe like less than a handful of times. So, okay, let's do an unboxing, chat. If you guys are just joining us, we had dinner. We cooked HelloFresh. Thanks HelloFresh again for the sponsorship. This part of the stream is not sponsored because I'm about to show you guys some stuff that is not related to the sponsorship. In fact, it would be kind of against the terms and conditions of the sponsorship. So this portion is not sponsored. This is... I'm going to show you guys some unboxings that I have. Here's one. Here's two, and then I have that third one that we can unbox later. But I already unboxed the Pelican, but I feel like we can probably try to figure out how to set that. So let's unbox this long one first, and then I'll unbox the big one afterwards. Oh, Snark, what's up? Yeah, you missed the HelloFresh dinner already. You're too late. We're gonna do some unboxings. Let me hide this. Oh, wait. Where is it? There it is. It's a mop. You'll see in a second. There was a Amazon deal on this item that I've been looking at for a while. Finally pulled the trigger and bought it. It's this long, so maybe you guys could guess guess what it is. I hope it was tasty. Yeah, it was pretty good. I bought this. Is that it? Nothing else? Alright, let's see what this is. Maybe you can see the description right here. It says Sunfo 23x35-60 ... old, comma, withered black. Made in China. Let's see what this is. This has been in my watch list for a while, but there was like a $3 off coupon as well as a 5% off coupon. So I was like, alright, that's probably the cheapest it's gonna get, so I'll buy it. It's an arm. It's a light. It's could be a light, maybe. It might be a light. We're almost there. Why do they have to package it like this? Here we go. Whoa. Alright, here we go. This is it. A lawn chair. This is my samurai katana. I'm just kidding. Hopefully this is worth the price. This wasn't very expensive, but it wasn't cheap. Is that everything? Yeah, that's all. Tripod. You guys still don't know what it is? How much was it? This was about like 50 bucks, I'd say. So, if you haven't guessed what this is already, this is a diffusion. This is a diffusion scrim. And basically how this works, it's a portable quote unquote diffusion scrim. And basically what this is a piece of diffusion, and you get something like this. This is a white diffusion. Probably not like the best type of diffusion, which is why it's kind of cheap. If you were to get like a real nice diffusion, they're actually quite expensive. So it kind of looks like this. And there's also a black one too. And there should be a reflective one too, like a silver, and I think there's a gold too, right? Oh, it's only silver. They didn't give me the gold. Okay, that's fine. I don't really need the gold that much. But there's a silver reflective side and a black side, and this is basically kind of like a 5-in-1 reflector, but you use it together with this kind of stuff, and I'll show you guys how to set this up. It's a back scratcher. Yeah, it works the same as like a 5-in-1 reflector, except you can make it into a rectangle. Oops. And I'll show you how I set this up. And the benefit of this over a 5-in-1 reflector is that you can kind of use this outside when it's a little bit windy. So usually these reflectors are like not very good because if the wind picks it up, then it'll just fly away, kind of like a kite. But how do I get the plastic off of these? I don't know how to do these. Basically what you do is, I think these are supposed to be turned too, right? Supposed to turn these like that. And then we form Voltron around these. Plug this in. Oh Oh man. This is actually harder to assemble than I expected. More junk to add to your collection. Yeah. It's more junk. I actually have something to say about that comment. I have something to say. But let me see if I can figure out how to get this thing to work. Do I need like a tool? I think I need a tool. This thing came with a tool, right? Here it is. So it comes with, whoops, it comes with this tool, and then you just loosen this up, I suppose. And then we could pull these out. We could take out this plastic, put that bad boy back in. We put this one in. We kind of like assemble this tent. Actually, I thought this was gonna be a lot faster to assemble, but this is a little bit more annoying than I expected. But I guess it's not too bad. So we want to make this kind of rectangular frame, like so. You buy the most random stuff. It's kind of like, yeah, I have like random stuff, but it's kind of like you think of there's like a problem that you have and you want to find the solution to it. So you look up how to solve this issue. In which case, my problem was I wanted to record some video outside and control the light, right? So sometimes the sun is too bright, or like you need a reflector or something like that when you're doing an outside shot. So what do you use? And this is one of the solutions. So this is to like protect you against the sun, or even like you can shoot light into it as a diffusion. And I wanted something that was like pretty transportable. So I thought this was going to be a good option. But I didn't want to get one that was too expensive, because these diffusions are pretty expensive. Like if you get like a professional film grade one, they can be like hundreds of dollars. So, dude, what the? How do I get this out? This one's like stuck. Do I have to take out these little things too? This one's stuck for some reason. Oh, what? How do I get these out? Should I just rip it off? Alright, I'll just leave it in there for now. That's kind of weird. This part is like hard secured to this. But I don't want to take it off just yet. I'm not 100% sure if I want to keep this. I might return this if I determine I don't like this. So I don't want to get rid of it just yet. More projects incoming. Yeah. So this is kind of gonna be related to. Okay, I have a. While I set this up, I'm gonna tell you guys that I have an announcement. So actually, I don't know if I'm allowed to announce this, but I'm gonna announce it anyways. This weekend, I have a project that I'm going to do a live stream of a concert, and that's going to be in partnership with Marknificent. If you guys know, he was the male singer when we did that Iris Kim show. So Marknificent's birthday is this weekend. He's putting together a concert. I don't know the full details of the concert, but he asked me if I want to be the broadcaster for it. And I was like, sure, hell yeah. So this might. Oh my! Oh! 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 Ooh. I accidentally spilled the beer. Let me just pour the rest of this out. Shoot. Fuck. Can I still return this? Can I still return this? Shit. Did I void the warranty? I reckon Amazon is not. Shit. Okay. Anyways, what was I saying? Dude, there's like hella beer everywhere now. Oh man. Where's the? I need more napkins. Okay. All right. Here we go. Cleaning this up a little bit. Did not mean to knock that over, fortunately, but it's okay. No big deal. Let's continue with the assembly. Okay, as I was saying, so Marknificent, he's a singer and musician, and he streams on his channel, twitch.tv/Marknificent. It's his birthday this weekend, and he thought it would be cool to put together like a show of some kind. So he's gonna be performing somewhere. I don't have all the details, but he asked me if I wanted to be the broadcaster for it because we worked together on the Iris Kim's busking show, which was a really good experience for me. It was very interesting. So he asked me if I wanted to do it again. So he's going to be performing somewhere in LA. If anyone is LA local, feel free to come by. Actually, I don't know if you're able to come by or not. I don't know what the details are, but if you are able to come by, it would be pretty cool. So come check out his show. He's going to be singing. I think he has a band too, so his bandmates are going to be there. They're all performing. I don't know if it's free or not. Or I don't even know where it is, but it's gonna be this Saturday. So yeah, that's kind of like my announcement. So I'm gonna be working with him on that. Anyways, here it is. So this is the frame that we built. This is the diffusion layer that I spilt beer on. And we gotta figure out how to mount this on here. Can I be yours? What's up? Hey John, when is the next sleeping stream? I don't know. Maybe when I do a camping stream. So I don't typically do camping streams. I only do camping streams for 1,000 follower celebration. So the next follower celebration, maybe I'll do it. So I'm kind of curious the quality of this. It is a little bit wrinkly. Maybe that's not a big deal. So it has some Velcro that we could put up. And now we have this kind of nice. We have this white diffusion layer. It's not like the best diffusion layer, but it looks pretty okay for our use. Look at that. Not bad. And so if you need portable diffusion layer, you just get one of these guys. And then let's just try to test it by blasting some light into it. So let's do this. Remember the amaranth that I bought? Iron that bad boy. That's a big ass kite. Do the wrinkles change the diffusion? No, they don't really affect it that much. Because it's just light going through it. But it's better to have like a, you know, more even diffusion. How do I pull this thing out? Oh. Alright. So what I want to do is I need to put a couple batteries into this light, and then we're gonna blast this light from the opposite side, and then we're gonna see how good this diffusion layer works. You're actually supposed to mount this to like a C-stand or something. See if we could do as such. I brought out a C-stand. What the? Alright, this is technically not safe to do it in this way, but I feel like it doesn't really matter that much to you guys. You're not really supposed to do it this way, but no big deal. If you were in a working environment, in a like video working environment, this could be unsafe for how people would get hit or whatever. You can hurt someone this way, but it's not a big deal. I'm the only one here. Alright, so I have just like a huge, like a flag, basically. I have this like huge flag on the side. Alright, and I want to flash a light into this. Okay, let me put some batteries in here. Alright, I'm using the Amaranth, what is this called? Amaranth 60X, COB 60X. Pop that line on, and then I'm gonna bring this over from the other side. Let's see. Actually, I need like a... these guys. All right. All right, let me turn off my key light and see how this works. Oh, I think it's too bright. Not bad, I suppose. It's too bright though. It's only at 20%. Oh, not bad. Okay, here we go. So if you want to see the difference between this diffuse light and the non-diffuse light, you just gotta do this. So this is non-diffused. And you can see that this part of my face is like really like not burnt out. It's really like really harsh. It's washed out a lot. You can't really see very much. Right? It's very washed out here. So if I put the diffusion back down, now it's like a little bit more detail. So there you go. That's how that diffusion works. And you can put black diffusion or a black layer on this for blocking. I could do a reflect or whatever, the silver reflect. So that's kind of how that works. There we go. And I kind of want to get like a sun layer on this. I don't know if they have those, but there's like a blocking layer that's more like a wire grid. And that's for blocking out the sunlight, and I that's what I really wanted. This will work, I suppose, but yeah. Can we see the difference between a wrinkle sheet and a non-wrinkle sheet? It's not gonna make a difference between the wrinkle and the non-wrinkle. If anything, it'll be like a little bit different, but I think the wrinkling is not that big of a deal. Anyways, that's that. That's the diffusion layer that I bought. This lighting looks kind of weird, so let me bring it up. Again, I bought this for about 50 bucks. It's pretty big. It's pretty big. I'm hitting my ceiling. It's pretty big. There we go. So you can kind of see the difference of like the diffusion layer with the blue light in the back, right? Oh shit, this is so bright. Turn this off. All right, anyways, that's that. How do I turn this off? There we go. Interesting. What would a black sheet do? The black sheet blocks the light. So if you need a what is it called? Like a blocking layer, or it's called a negative fill. Dude, I almost dropped the light off the table. If you need a blocking layer, a negative fill, then I think, hold on, maybe this will explain it to you better. So take a look at this. So you can see the way my face is right now with the shadows and stuff. So if I just kind of put this here or here, there you go. That's a better way to do it. So you can see how the light is illuminating the bottom of my neck and my chin. So if we use this blocking layer, you can see that there's more shadows right there than there. And you can see it in my eyes too. Like look at my eyes, and then my eyes will get darker. That's what the blocking layer does. Your next vehicle should be a van. Yeah, it should. I want to get a van. I hope so. So we can put this on there, and then we can use it as like color blocking or light blocking. Negative fill, basically. Can you just use foil for that? You can use foil for the reflectiveness. So in the opposite direction, you can see the light in my eyes, right? Or the shade in my eyes. So if I use the reflectives part, then you can see it light up a little bit. And down here too. So you can see that. Dark in my eyes, and then more bright. So yeah, you can use foil. You can use a lot of scuff stuff. You can use a white board or whatever. But yeah, I wanted to get one of these guys. I want one that can the one that I really want is like it's a sheet of wire. So it's like a mesh wire, and then you put it in front of the sun and it blocks some of the sun out, but not all of it. So that's the one that I want. The fusion layer. It's Say.
Hey yo, what's up? CEI.
Welcome to the stream. All right, let me show you guys the second package that I got. Here we go. Pew! I need one of those to hide my double chin. Yeah, you can. The double chin is like, it comes from the way the lighting comes out. So if you have lighting coming down and you have a double chin, you can hide it or you can show it more depending on how you reflect the light and stuff. So yeah, that's one of those things. Alright, as I'm unboxing this one, I want to tell you guys about a comment that I got the last time I streamed, okay? So, hold on, before I open this, I wanna bring this topic up, okay? There's a toaster over in Bar Food. The last time I streamed, which was the time that we went to the NFT burger place, the Bored Ape burger place, I got triggered because someone in the chat, I unboxed that guy, the Pelican case, right? And I said I spent $350. Some guy in the chat, I'm not gonna say who, he was a red name. He said, this is why, I forgot what he said exactly, but he said something like, this is why you are not something. Something about like, this is why you don't travel or whatever. It's because you're wasting your money on stuff like this. And I got super triggered because it was such a fucking stupid comment to make. Because, excuse me, I don't remember word for word what he said, but it was something like that. It was such a fucking stupid comment to make because, excuse me, basically he's like, the way I took it, I don't want to say what he's like, but the way I took it was that he's like criticizing me and my spending and saying I spend too much and that's why I can't do other stuff like travel. And then I think the same guy said something earlier about like, I'm too scared to make the leap to jump or whatever, which first of all, that's not true. And secondly, that other thing that he said about me spending money is also not true. It's not 100% wrong, but I was really mad because the logic behind it is just so like, first of all, how are you going to fucking lecture me on what I spend my money on? I'm going to spend my money on what I want. And I'm not complaining about stuff. I'm not saying the reason why I'm having problems or whatever. Like, it's not because of my spending or anything like that. Man, it's like it's triggering me again just thinking about it. But, backseat living, yeah. Okay, here's the thing. So I mentioned that I want to travel, right? And I mentioned that I want to move from my place. But my main issue about moving is that I don't have a reason to move. And I don't have a sustainable way to travel and do stuff. I did mention that I want to travel and I want to make videos. However, just traveling and making videos is not going to help me pay for my living expenses. So then I think the logic behind that is like, well, John, you would have more money if you didn't waste it on all this shit, all this gear and all this stuff. That is true. I would have more money, but that's not the point. The point is I have money that I could spend. I do make money and I have a job. The point is that traveling, the act of traveling and going places is not going to return money to me to do stuff. The reason why I get all this gear is because, one, I'm really interested and I like gear and I'm a little addicted, and I'll be honest, I probably have a problem with spending money. It's true. I probably would have ability to do other stuff if I didn't spend it on gear. But I reason it by saying that this gear is gonna continue to have value because I could use it for ways to make me money. Like video jobs, like the one I'm doing this weekend. Even though I'm doing it for like a very small fee that is way less because it was his birthday. So I gave him a discount. Anyways, that's not the point. I feel like gear comes back in value by the way that you use it. Traveling itself, also, there's a value to it, intrinsic value, right? Value in itself. However, traveling is not gonna give me money, you know? And so it doesn't really make sense for me to travel and spend my money towards traveling. And the reason why I say that is because there's a lot of streamers right now, and they're all traveling to Thailand or whatever countries they're going to. Which is all fun and good, but maybe they'll come out even, and maybe they will. You look at that as an like monetarily even, but maybe they'll look at that as an investment to growing their channel later. But I mean, look at how long have we been doing this? I've been doing this for 2 years, and it's so expensive. So I want to go towards gear. I'm more like, the reason why I try to justify getting gear as opposed to traveling and doing stuff is that you look at all these Twitch streamers and they're traveling and stuff. Where is it coming back to them? I don't see it that much. So yeah, that's where my mind is at. I know I worded that pretty poorly, but I feel like, first of all, don't judge me for the shit that I buy, because it's my money. I'll do what I want. Secondly, I would appreciate it if people don't backseat live me. Anyways, why don't you move back with your parents, then travel and go to work for Leo Laporte? What? Also, California only allows landlords to check out. Was it you bought anyways? What was it that you bought anyways that made him say that? I bought the Pelican case for like $320, which I'll show you guys after this, because I already unboxed it on stream. Anyways, I'll open this. I hope that kind of clears up my logic on why I spend a lot of money on gear. I'm not saying that I'm fully justified in spending all of this money on gear. I do make money, and I do put my money towards stuff that I feel is worth it. And I will admit that I kind of spend more money than I should, which is true. However, it doesn't make sense to me to put money towards traveling, because that money that I put towards traveling, the real reason why I don't travel is because, one, I don't feel like I'm going to make the money back via streaming or making content, and two, what I really want to do is I want to find a reason to travel. I want an event to go to cover. I want like a job or something that will pay me to travel. I just want a reason to go besides just going to make content. I feel like that's not compelling enough. And so that's why I feel like I'm just waiting for something more quote unquote sustainable to do. That's why. So that's what I wanted to say. I hope that I know I didn't probably explain that very well, but I hope my logic gets through to you on that. Open it up already. Call it a vacation. Yeah. All right, here it is. This is what I'm opening up. Hopefully there's no receipt or something in here. So there was a sale recently on a website called gear.com, and I got this bad boy. Oh, damn. I got a new backpack, and you guys may have already seen this one. This is the Wandered, excuse me. This is the Wandered Provoke 21-liter camera backpack. Ooh! Damn, it looks good. Brand new. This is the new version, the 21-liter. It's pretty big. I also got accessory straps for this guy. Solar backpack. Oh, you got a different one? Yeah, I didn't get the duo one. I wanted this one. The duo one was kind of nice, but I really like the design of this one better. And so this is a camera backpack, basically. And I'll show you guys the inside. It has a roll top. here, so I can roll it up, and you know it's got a rucksack kind of thing where you can put stuff in the top. Apparently there's like a strap here, so it's got the roll top, and then it has the a full zip down backside which you can pull open. Looks like this. You can put, I think, a 15-inch laptop in here. It has like accessory zippers. I don't know why it has this part, because you can't open it, and this part is only up until here, so I don't know what the point of this part is. It's just some cushion, I guess. And then it has this thing, which is a removable camera insert. So you can put camera gear in here. I don't know how to do it though. Anyways, you can take this thing out. Whoa. It's like there's a strap here, but you get the idea. You can take this thing out, and you can put a camera and lenses and a drone or whatever. You can take this whole thing out. It's one thing, and then it turns into a regular backpack, and then it's dual layer, so you can put stuff up here, and this is where the rucksack part opens up, and it's dual access. Getting closer to the drink. The beer is triggering me. Yeah, I'm kind of like conscious about the beer too. Hold on. All right, I put it somewhere else. So there's also a quick access pocket on the left side if you're wearing it, so you can get a camera or a lens or something like that. And all right, I'll fix that later. And it has this side pocket right here that's a zip open. You can put that open, and there's a buckle loop right here for whatever accessories. And I bought these accessory straps, so you can put these. I don't know why these are extra, but these are pretty expensive too, the buckles. These are like $50 just for these buckles. So we can put them on here. And now we got this bad boy. So this is a magnetic, I can show you. Magnetic accessory loop. Just put that right there. Sweet! So I really wanted this because, as I mentioned, I'm thinking about, I'm like 90% gonna travel this year. So I wanted a travel camera backpack, and as you guys know, I'm getting kind of more into YouTube. So I'm getting all this gear because I'm gearing up for traveling. But I'm gearing up for traveling this year, and I wanted to bring all this camera gear with me. This one particularly can fit like full frame cameras as opposed to the other one. And I'll show you this other one. There's like another zipper here too in the top. Whoops. Right here. Yeah, this was on sale. I forgot how much. It was like 25% off. So I bought it for $160 for this backpack. It's quite expensive for a backpack. But apparently it's like waterproof or whatever on the front. It has this, I don't know what kind of material this is, nylon. There's also, I think there's like a security pocket here at the top. So quick security pocket, you can put like your keys or whatever. And there's also a secret pocket right here where you can put documents and stuff right here. So this is the loop that you would put on a luggage. This is a luggage loop. So you like that, what is that? That pull-up handle on luggages. So right underneath this loop is a secret pocket right here. I'll show you. And you can put like your wallet or like a passport or something in here, closest to the back. And there's a sternum strap right here, which is a pretty interesting design. You just pull this little tab, pops out, and you can even adjust where it is, like that. So it looks like this. There you go. $18.88. I have their duffel very well made. Damn. Yo, Warcraft, what's up? Top destination to travel to? So this year I'm planning to travel back to Japan and Korea. I'm just kind of waiting for Japan to open up, and I will do Japan travel. I haven't decided exactly how it's gonna work, but I wanted this backpack. I didn't want a backpack that was too big. Actually, I originally wanted the really small backpack because I figured I don't have like a lot to I don't have a lot to travel with, to be honest. Like, this isn't that much, but I bought the 11 liter. Some of you guys might know already. The reason why I know this backpack so well is because I already have a version of it, which is almost exactly the same, except it's the smaller version. This is the 11 liter version of the Wandered backpack. Pretty much almost identical. So you're probably thinking like, John, why do you have two of the same backpack? One is 10 liters bigger, and actually this is the flagship version, this is the regular version, and it has more features. Are you gonna sell the other one? Yeah, I'll probably sell this other one. So I initially I wanted the smallest one because I didn't think that I had, like, I don't have like a advanced camera with like a big lens and stuff. I don't have a ton of things. I just needed a backpack that held my small mirrorless camera with, you know, it's not that big. It's just a mirrorless camera with a lens and a drone. That's all I wanted. I wanted a bag that holds a lens, drone, and the camera. But also I needed a backpack that also carried a tripod. And the problem with the 11 liter is that it doesn't fit a tripod. And I could show you. Here's the biggest problem. So I have this tripod. This is the Peak Design travel tripod. It's a very small, compact tripod. It's kind of heavy though. So it's made out of aluminum. It's not that big. It's like the size of my forearm, right? When all wrapped up. So here's the problem. If you put it in the tripod pocket here, it kind of just, I don't know if you can see that. It kind of just wobbles around. So it's gonna flop around and you can't really keep this in your backpack. So the way to fix this is that you need a loop that comes out across to keep it still. But the smallest version, for whatever reason, doesn't have that side buckle accessory loop. So it's like, dude, what the hell? Why did it not have that? So that's why the regular one, the 21 liter, actually has it. So I don't know why they removed it from the 11 liter version. The 11 liter version is the newer one, actually. This is the flagship one that came out before. So now you have a bigger one, and you can have tripod in there and it doesn't flop around. So there you go. I guess what I could have done is that I could have gotten like I could have asked for a guy to like sew one on here, and I can just, you know, customize it a little bit, but I needed to find someone to do that. And there was a sale, so I was just like, I'll just buy it. They're not that much different in size though, I think, if you're carrying it. Not bad. Right? Sell it to me for $50. This thing is worth like $200. Well, it's used now, so probably a little bit less than $200, but Yeah, I might sell the smaller one. And I guess like having this backpack is just a little bit better, just because if I ever want to upgrade to a bigger system, like a full frame camera system, then I'll just have like a, you know, I'll have something on here. And the other thing is, I'm curious if this could hold a skateboard. Do you guys think this could hold a skateboard? So that's the reason why I bought these straps. Is because I wanted to see if I could put a skateboard on it. You guys think I could put a skateboard? Should I try it? We have a high bid of $55. $55! Let's go. Going one, going twice. Do we hear $56? Okay, this is a basic regular skateboard that's not an electric skateboard. I assume this should be able to fit this, right? Should not have any issue with just having a regular skateboard on here. Right? But the real question is, can I put an electric skateboard? That's the real question. Can I make this any tighter? Is this the tightest that I can make it? Why is this one like way... The top one is like way more tight. Oh, maybe I gotta do this. There we go. That's how you do it. Okay. Nice! Look at that! Oh! I tripped on my slipper. Look at that! I'm fucking ready, dude. I'm ready to travel. I got my skateboard, I got my tripod. I got it all. Hopefully it doesn't fall out. Alright, the real question is, can I put an electric skateboard? So, I don't know if it's possible to put an electric skateboard on here, but we'll see. Not sit down with it on. You can't sit down with it on. Wouldn't the wheels facing out keep it from slipping though? Yeah, if you put the wheels facing out, it would keep it from slipping because it's hooked to the wheels. But I just put the wheels facing inwards because I don't want the grip tape to scratch the... I don't want the grip tape to scratch the backpack, especially when I just got it. Because I feel like this material... if this was like a cotton or something like that, I probably wouldn't care that much. But this is like some type of, you know, shiny... I don't know what it is. Like, I don't want to say it's like a synthetic leather, but that type of nylon. All right, here's the real test. Can I put a boosted board on here? This is the real test. Is the boosted board gonna work? Can we do it? Now you're ready to run away from home? I need that little, like that bag on a stick. Alright, here we go. This is the real test. Yeah, this is a pretty big board. This is a big boy board. And the buckle is not like a physical buckle that like goes in between a thing. This is like a magnet. But hopefully this will work. Okay. Strap it down. Alright. Can we do this? Is this gonna be a comfortable thing to wear? Let's see. It's pretty heavy. It's pretty fucking heavy already. Alright. Not bad. Looking pretty good so far. I got the tote handle. I'm carrying it by the tote. You can't really see it, but I'm carrying it by the tote handle at the top. Or maybe I could show it to you. I'm carrying it by the tote handle at the top. Oops. All right, putting it on. Here we go. Oh shit, this is heavy. And there's nothing in it yet. Is a boosted board TSA compliant? You just need to put the correct battery on. The battery that's less than 100 milliamps. Look at that! You can't really see. Let me turn the light on. I look like Goof Guy. With my fucking shirt and my backpack. What the goof? Damn, dude! I'm ready to travel. Oh shit! Oh! I almost knocked over the beer again. How much does the board weigh? I don't know, but it's pretty heavy. I want to say it's like maybe like 20 pounds or something like that with the extended battery. So this is probably not an ideal skateboard to bring because it's quite heavy, but at least it works. Right? I'm a little nervous about moving around and this kind of just like the boosted board just falling off. But hey, Litoxy just followed. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Not bad, right? I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go. Pretty sick. Can you unattach the battery to make it lighter? Yeah, you can. You can unattach the battery. That's with the backpack empty too. Yeah, it's pretty heavy. And there's nothing in the backpack yet. It's pretty fucking heavy. I'm not gonna lie. It's very heavy. So I'm guessing this is probably not the right board to like bring around. I might try to look for like a lighter electric skateboard, but this is the idea, to travel like this. A magnetic buckle will make me nervous. It seems pretty stable though. All right, sternum strap. Just gotta pull the little tab. Bring this guy around. Oosh. Pop it down. And then the straps are pretty strong actually. Like even if I'm trying to take the buckle out, it's kind of hard to do so. I might try to look for like a lighter skateboard to bring around. Look at it, it already fucked up my backpack. I just got it. Now there's all this like dirt and shit on it. It's already fucked up. But there you go. Okay, so these buckles that we were talking about earlier, they do have these little teeth that come out. It's like a snake teeth. So basically what it does is there's two holes there, so it comes in, but you can see the battery. It's not the battery, the magnet. So the magnet just kind of pops in, and it's very sturdy. It's actually kind of difficult to pull it out, so it's pretty good. But yeah, I am a little bit nervous that since it's just magnetic, it might just fall out. What's the weight limit on the backpack? The weight limit? It's 90-minute. You bought those buckles, right? Yeah, I bought these. Because I had the other backpack that didn't come with the buckles, and I really wanted them. So, if anything, I was just gonna buy the buckles, but then since the backpack itself was on sale too, I was like, all right, I'll look into getting the backpack too. So, I'll probably do like a comparison video of these, the 11 liter and the 21 liter. At some point, I'll make a video while I still have it, and I'll probably sell the 11 liter. But I really like the 11 liter. It just has like a few problems missing from it. That's the only thing that I don't like about this backpack. Also, this one, the 11 liter doesn't have the secret. It doesn't have the secret zipper here, the secret pocket. So this is like a stripped down version of the 21 liter. But yeah, there's a lot of scratches and stuff on it already. But still a good backpack, the 11 liter one. So there we go. Wandered Provoke backpack. I like this stream. It's like Millennial Mr. Rogers. How is this like Millennial Mr. Rogers? Are we gonna talk to our friends in the neighborhood? What's up? Train comes through. What was I gonna do? Oh yeah, the last thing. So I unboxed this one last time. This is the 1535, the Pelican. This is the reason why I got triggered to that one guy that was talking shit, basically, criticizing my life. But I bought the Pelican 1535. This is the biggest size Pelican case that you can get, that you can bring on to travel. Bring on to a carry-on. So if you are traveling with gear, camera gear or whatever, this is the biggest one you can get. It comes with wheels, so you can get the wheels out there. It also has the, this guy, whatever this is called, the handle. And name tag here. And I didn't realize, but you have to press the buttons in order to open this up. And on the inside, we got the foam. And it also comes with the Trek Pack dividers. So these are the expensive one. These dividers, this divider pack is like $150 just for this pack of dividers. I don't know why the dividers are so expensive, but the Trek Pack dividers are fucking crazy expensive. And so I'm gonna be bringing some gear. I wanna like do a stream where I organize this track pack, but like I'm not really sure what to do because I'm not packing for anything anytime soon. Put the dividers in here and stuff. The guy gave me spare dividers, the ones that he didn't need. So shout out to that guy. Thanks, whatever that guy's name was that sold me this. Oops. Talk to VJ. I love that case. I got the 1535 with green handles. Yeah, I wanted the lime green one, but it was $400. I bought this for $320 without tax and shipping, because I picked it up from a guy. But the green Pelican case is so cool. The green one. Let me show you guys. Pelican 1535. Air lime. But I wasn't gonna spend $400. I mean, I was very reluctant to spend $300, but look at it. It's so cool looking. It's lime green. It's like a neon. It's like you could see this from far away so that you can't lose it or whatever. But it was like $400. There's an orange one too, and there's like a blue one. The blue one's not as cool. There's a like half and half color one. That's kind of cool. Oh, that's a different brand. Yeah, there's different colors. Used or new? This was new. Brand new. The guy opened the box in front of me, and he was like, "This is it." I tried to get him to sell it to me for $300, but he was like, "No, 320 is the lowest I could go." Just spray paint it. That'll like mess it up. So there's two versions of this kind of case. There's this one. This is the Pelican Air, and there's the 1510. I've been using this one. This is the 1510. This is the original one that Pelican made. I've been using this one because this one was the first one that I bought, and it was very cheap. Someone was selling it for like $120. And this is the original one. So they're the same exact size and dimensions. The main difference is that this one is like made out of a really sturdy, strong, heavy, also water, say it's like water sealed or whatever. So if this falls into the water or something like that, I think the contents are okay. Or I don't know. So this is like really strong, but the problem with this one is that it's this one is 40% lighter than this one. So it's made out of a thinner plastic. Also very strong though. And the guy that I was talking to was saying like it's not as robust as the original one. So if you're really worried about the contents, you know, being delicate or fragile or whatever, this is probably the one that you want to get just in case. But if it's not a huge deal, this one will save you a lot on the weight. It's a lot easier to travel with. So if you're just traveling with like cameras or something like that, just be careful, and they should be suitable enough. But if you're traveling with something that's like, I don't know, a vase or some shit, the Mona Lisa, maybe you want to bring something like this. But this one is pretty heavy compared in comparison. Bill Huang, John always needs 2 or more of everything. Yeah, I when I buy something, I tend to like go in pretty crazy. Like, there's always options that you want to get, and I'm always curious like what's the best one to get. And in the end, I end up getting both, just to see which one I like more. I bought this one at first. Hey, Lion James just followed. Thank you for the follow. I bought this one at first just because it was a really good deal. It was only like $100 and it was used. But I was thinking to myself, yeah, this is pretty heavy. So this one is much lighter. Much, much lighter. So this is way better for traveling. So, anyways, that's that. Ooh. Hey, Lion James. This guy keeps unfollowing and following and joining the Discord like multiple times. That guy joined the Discord like 4 times. And this is probably like the 3rd or 4th time I've seen him follow my stream. Do you have like a problem with following or unfollowing, or? I mean, it's not a big deal, but. Okay. So that's all the stuff that I have for today. All the unboxings, all of the food that I do. Ban him? He doesn't say anything. He just follows and then he just unfollows. It's not a big deal. Put him on the spot, he's gonna unfollow. I mean, he already unfollowed me like 4 times already, so. Alright, I've been streaming for about 3 hours and 30 minutes. I thought he said 27. Oh, really? Roy Story actually talks, and occasionally he'll do the unfollow and follow. But this guy doesn't really talk that much. He just follows. And he also joins the Discord and leaves the Discord. What was I gonna say? I am pretty much done for today's stream. I need to clean up everything, but I guess we'll have just like a chill just chat at the end of this. If you guys want to say anything to me or, you know, have any questions or whatever. Let me put that. I wonder what this looks like. Hold on. What does this look like? Whoa. I used the diffusion to block the nano leaf or whatever. That looks kind of interesting. How do you know it's a guy? Their Discord picture is a guy. You get notification on who joins and leaves the Discord. I don't get notification on who leaves the Discord, but I get notifications on who joins the Discord. And I could tell if someone leaves the Discord because their name changes color. So when people join my Discord, it's white, and then I manually change it to purple. Is that right? Purple or blue or whatever that color is. And then when they leave, it turns white again. So, did you play the new Resident